Well, global equity markets have crashed and burned over the past 24 hours, with US, European and Asian markets all falling. US markets, in fact, have fallen around 1%, which in context is a pretty sizable fall for just one day of trading. And I guess the big question is why investors are really targeting investment markets at the moment. And I guess you've got to focus on some of the corporate earnings results and the fact that they're finished. Most of the corporates out of the US have provided pretty good earnings results in the face of a slowing global economic recovery. And this has given a bit of a boost to equity markets over say, the last 2 months. But now that corporate earnings season has finished, investors really have to focus on some of the underlying fundamentals. And these fundamentals are looking a little bit more shaky now than what they previously were. With slightly lower equity markets, the Kiwi dollar has also weakened. We're trading over 79 cents on Tuesday morning. We're currently at around 79.30 against the US dollar. Unlike some of the other agricultural commodity markets, lamb prices here in New Zealand continue to look pretty strong. And once again, it's all about supplies, and supplies are particularly low at the moment. Some of the numbers coming through suggest that lamb supply numbers for export are at some of the lowest levels that we've seen over the last 30 to 40 years. And I don't think this is going to change anytime soon. This should be a positive underlying fundamental for lamb prices over the next 2 to 3 seasons, and this is a good reason why we're positive about prices for lamb. Looking a little bit further ahead, you would expect to see supply to come back on board, and this could have some negative impacts on prices down the track, but I don't think this will happen over the next 3 to 4 seasons, which is good news for local farmers. Slightly cheaper product prices for both poultry and pork is starting to have an impact on the US beef market at the moment, which of course is our largest beef export market for New Zealand. Over the past couple of weeks, we've started to see imported beef prices weaken just slightly, and also consumer demand is starting to drop off because consumers are really feeling the pinch at the moment. This could have an impact on our New Zealand market down the track, especially considering that the New Zealand dollar is looking pretty high at the moment and will have an effect down the track. I have been positive about the outlook for spring market prices, in particular for beef, but now this is starting to look a little bit more questionable, and I'm getting a bit concerned that this will continue.